In this video, I'm going to be sharing my long-term review thoughts regarding the Shinko 216MX Cheetah Fatty tire. I made an introduction video to the Shinko 216MX Cheetah tire almost a year ago. I'll put a link to that video in the description of this one in case you want to watch it. So one of the main features of the Cheetah tire is it uses very soft gummy compound. So this I measured at 51.5 durometer, which is very soft, especially for a front tire. I was expecting it to wear very quickly, but it seems the reverse. It wears incredibly well. Also, another major benefit is the grip, which I would describe as excellent, especially on wet rocks and roots. Just general off-road conditions, grip is very, very good and well above any other front tire I've tried. The Shinko 216MX Cheetah is only available in the fatty size, which is 90-121. The advantage of the fatty size is the tire is both taller and wider. The increased height provides an extra level of cushioning, particularly when riding through rocks. So it helps you prevent getting pinch flats, and also gives an increased smoothness to the ride. So the tire you can see here is mounted on my 2021 KTM 300 TPI. I mounted it when the bike was brand new, so I know the exact hours and mileage. It's done just over 54 hours and just over 900 kilometers, which is about 560 miles. And looking at the condition of the tire, it's lasted really well. I actually measured the center knob height, and it's worn less than 1 millimeter. So incredibly good wear for such a soft tire. And here you can see a side-by-side comparison between a new tire and my 54-hour tire. The center knobs, as I mentioned before, the wear is less than 1 millimeter. I measured it at 0.7 millimeters, so I'm pretty impressed with that. The braking edge you can see is rounded somewhat, but still in reasonable shape. This knob, very little wear. The outer knobs, this part has worn a little bit. It's become rounded here, and a little bit of, not really cracking, but wear down in the base of the knob. None of the side knobs have cracked, and none have torn off. So considering the number of hours and mileage, I'm very impressed with the wear of the tire. And certainly compared to a regular 216MX, these side knobs tend to tear and rip off pretty quickly. So probably after about 20 hours or so, you'll see some major tearing going on. So the Cheetah version is pretty different to that. The majority of my riding is off-road. I do very little road riding, so well over 90% is off-road on dirt, both hard pack and mud if it's been raining, roots, rocks, some gravel. The last ride I did was actually in volcanic ash, which is quite abrasive and can be quite tough on tires. So I was expecting the tire to get a bit torn up after that. But it's still in really good shape, so I'm very impressed with the wear. So my closing summary of the Shinko 216MX Cheetah tire is the grip is excellent in all off-road conditions, especially when it's wet and slippery on roots and rocks. Wear is excellent. It far exceeded my expectation, so absolutely for my use, very, very good wear. Very surprised about that, actually. Where it might not work so well is if you're into higher speed riding. Nearly all of my riding is pretty low speed, more technical riding, single track, hill climbs, etc. And it works very well for that, but for the higher speed riding, this is probably not a tire that will appeal to you. And also if you're more into motocross style type riding, the fatty size will not turn as well as a smaller tire. So if you're into more carving type turning, there are definitely better options than this tire. But for low speed off-road, more technical riding, highly recommend this tire and recommend you trying one if it's available in your area.